hear it go bing bing. Normally it does. Did you not? Did you hear it go?
I didn't hear anything bing bing.
Well, it looks like
but
it's.
But I see everything go on. See? Woo. And see? Woo. Should I mansplain more?
Yes, please. Please tell me more.
Well, this is a show about marriage.
Why is there pink tape on that?
Because I thought it looked pretty.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not broken?
No.
Promise?
I'm not one of the kids.
I'm not one of the kids, but I decorated the computer with pink tape.
Whatever. Tape on the floor.
Theme song. Theme song. Theme song. Theme song. You wanted to. You wanted to. Theme song. Theme song. Theme song. Theme song. Theme song. Theme song. No?
I put up with this abuse every day.
I've had that song stuck in my head for about a month now.
She calls me and says that all day. It flips me off all day.
Oh no, not flipped off. No.
See, listen to this abuse.
I meowed that song to Brody for like 5 minutes last night.
I know.
Meow meow.
Everybody heard you.
Meow 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 meow.
The neighbors heard you. They were like, what the heck is going on next door?
Meow 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 meow.
Welcome to our place of
Worship?
worship.
What the fuck? Where were you going?
I
with
don't
that?
know. It just came in my head. You finished it with worship. Yeah, worship. Here we are.
Hi. Hi, John.
Good day.
Are you gonna say where we are?
Yeah. We're at Wife Gives You Lemon Studios. It's my workbench. Ta-da.
Did you just call me a workbench?
Only when you bend over.
You're so dumb. You're gonna bend over in
Whoa,
Vegas.
hey, let's not get crazy. Nobody needs to know about our private time now.
Oh, is that?
We haven't had it yet.
I am going to insert things into John in Vegas.
I'm gonna get raped, it sounds like.
You're gonna
She's
like it.
She's gonna Cosby me.
Ooh.
I'm
Can
gonna
we
wake
get
up.
those?
I'm not gonna find them for you, I can tell you that.
Where would you even buy roofies?
I don't know, you have to ask Alan from Hangover.
Where would you even buy, like, heroin? Like, if somebody told me, Joy, you're gonna die, and if you don't get me heroin in 3 hours, I don't even know where you would go. To the police station and ask for heroin?
I bet with some research I could probably find it in a couple days.
No, I said 3 hours. We're dead.
An emergency situation? Probably.
We're dead. No, we're dead. You allegedly are a bad boy.
I'm not. I was a good kid. I just hung out with bad boys.
Me too.
I wasn't a good kid. I was a white trash little freaking turd mongler.
Speaking of little turd monglers.
Do you want to hear my nope?
Oh my God, John has a nope. John has a nope.
It showed up today.
Nope.
It showed up today at the last, the nick of time. I saw
John's nope.
I saw someone almost get hit by a train today.
What? In their car?
Yes. I pulled up to the light, and I was in my work truck, and I pulled up to the light, and as I pulled up, the lights all ding, like I heard them, the arms, and I go up, and I saw them starting to come down. I was like, oh, cool. I was just started looking back straight and checking out the road, and the car goes through the intersection, and I heard something thump, and I look over just in time. The dude tried to race the bars. I mean, it hit his hood and then bounced up and bounced off his car, and he went vroom, and then the train was all vroom. It was like, holy shit. It was within under a second.
I ever tell you I massaged a lady who got hit by a train?
Yeah, you did. That's wild.
Yeah. Her body was yeah, that's insane.
Our friend Jamie got hit by a train.
I did not know that.
He's got a fantastic story, and I'm going to tell it right now.
Okay.
Our friend Jamie, one day I came home from work. He runs out of his house. I mean, I just park. We're neighbors. We're good friends, but we saw each other all the time.
Right. Our kids call him Uncle.
Right.
I saw his prom picture.
He literally runs out of his house, hugs me, and goes, "Dude, I'm alive." And I go, "Okay."
It's like some
I'm
Christmas
glad.
Carol kind of shit.
I'm glad, buddy. You're glad we're friends. so he goes. So the story goes like this. So he's in. You know what a cherry picker is?
I do know what a cherry picker is.
For those of you who don't, it's like a thing with big wheels. It has like a telescoping basket thing where you can like raise yourself up and and you drive it forward and you can get yourself up to certain heights and all that.
It's also an ab exercise.
So anyway, so Jamie and this other guy that we know were in their in the bucket, what they call the bucket, and they were their yard where they were working. They store where like the trailers and shit are, and then they like do the construction. There was a railroad track in between them, and so Jamie has the thing, and he's going up over the railroad tracks. Well, as he gets to the middle, and as you go up, those things have a granny gear, like an extra slow, because you're going in an incline, so it's a little more unsafe, so they have to go like extra granny. And he's going, and he gets about halfway up, and ding, 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 things start coming down, and he's like, oh my God, and him and this dude are looking at each other, and he's like, trying to get it to go faster. It won't go faster. It's just creeping and creeping and creeping, and gets to the top of the thing, and it's creeping and creeping still, and he's trying to go, and the one dude goes, fuck this, I'm out, and jumps out of the bucket and starts running. And Jamie's hanging on, and he's going, come on, and he gets it just over halfway, and he goes, fuck this, and he jumps out and starts running, and the train just plows this thing. Like, just plows it. I saw the picture. He had a pair of channel locks, or the blue-handled pliers, for those of you who don't know, and they were in a U shape inside the engineer's cab.
Holy shit.
And it was like a quarter mile down the road, like bits and pieces. I mean, just parts everywhere. He said it was insane. And the dude who jumped out and ran first said he was just running as fast as he could. And he goes, and Jamie was still there. He goes, I don't know why he waited so long to get out. I mean, I thought he was going to die. It was so close. He goes, but then all of a sudden he was passing me. He's flying by me. That's me. He goes, I've never seen anything run so fast in my life. Like, that fear run was just going.
Damn.
And, like, I mean, he literally came home. Like, he was like, dude, I was so close to death. I looked at it in the eyes like it was fucking crazy. And I was like, that's bananas, dude.
That is bananas. And now...
So that was my note, was the lady who... Or man, I couldn't see... I couldn't see the individual in the car.
The person.
Yeah, the human. But man, I heard boom, and I looked over and I watched it, bam, bam, and I went vroom, and I went vroom, and I went, oh my God, that was close.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
It's crazy, because the lady that I massaged, it was supposed to be an abandoned train track somewhere in like San Diego, I think. And she had mail in her purse, and her purse fell, and her mail, so she was running around the train tracks picking up her mail, and the train hit her. She flew. She said she was in a coma for almost like 5 months.
That's wild.
And when I massaged her, like those channel locks, like her body was curled in like Zizek's Road,
so crazy. Wow.
Stone Sour, like.
That's crazy. And then that.
Oh shit! Yes.
So then I was driving. Yeah, I know I had two. This all happened in like a 2-hour span. So I'm coming around this corner and I'm going.
You were manifesting nopes.
I must have been, but I manifested some fucked up ones. Let me tell you.
Well.
Because this one, I'm going back to the yard at the end of the day, and I'm driving back and I turn the corner and just in time to see this lady, like, finish falling, and I'm like, oh my God, did she just eat shit? And then she laid there for a minute, and I'm catching her, and as I'm passing her, she's like getting up, and she's like looking at herself and shit. There's no one around. So she just tripped on something and just ate shit.
Did you help her?
No, I was driving by at like 50 miles an hour. I'll beep beep.
Beep 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 beep.
Like,
yeah.
Get better balance, bitch.
Jonathan!
I rolled down the windows. That's what you do for wearing a dress. It's too long.
A dress is too long. You're such an asshole. You're such an asshole.
I remember one time when I was a kid. I was in high school, and I was walking back. I was walking home or riding my bike home or something, and these two little Mormon dudes. Well, they were the ones on a mission.
Uh-huh.
Young kids, right? And they were on their little mountain bikes, and they were riding. and one of them went to jump. He like saw this little thing on the sidewalk, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna jump this," and I watched him eat shit. I mean, I was like, "Hey, bro, you okay?" Like, I was probably in my 20s right when this happened. I was probably just outside of high school, and I was like, he was probably like 16, 17, 18, barely just a baby. Man, he was all dirty and skinned up. He's like, "Okay." And I was like, "Later, dude."
So you'll stop for the Mormons, but you won't stop for
I
an
was
old
riding
lady?
my bike when that happened. I could have rode by him and all.
Did you ride your bike and do the jump and then be like, "Hey, dude, you okay?"
I should have. Fuck. Back then, I could still do it. I didn't land on my face.
Yeah, you know what? That was karma.
3 years ago, 2 days ago.
That was karma.
It was remember when you did that, motherfucker?
3 years ago, I shaved my head.
Yeah, but you know what?
What,
Do you
John?
know how many bicycle crashes I had? I remember being a little kid and jumping and then like flying through the air like sideways, like this isn't good. Across the dirt, sliding. I was like, I did a tabletop. I was bleeding everywhere.
You were bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, I was a bleeder.
He's a bleeder.
I was a bleeder. So that's it. My nopes are done. Thank you for my nope segment.
John's nopes, John's nopes, John's nopes. John's nopes.
1 or 2. That was funny.
Nope. So, Tuesday, I'm getting ready for work. The kids are getting ready for school. And Caleb walks in and he goes, "Mom, you're too far away." He goes, "Mom, don't be mad. Can I borrow $100?" And I'm like, "Okay, what do you need $100 for, buddy?" And he's like, "Today's the last day to buy prom tickets and ticket, and it's $200 and I don't have enough in my bank account. I only have enough for $100." And I go, "Dude, take $100." I'm like, "Why would you think I'd be mad?" And he goes, "That's not the part you're gonna get mad at." And I'm all,
oh.
I go, "Caleb?"
I gotta get dressed for it.
I go, "When's prom?" "Saturday." Kid gave me 3 days. I took him out of school on Thursday and we shopped all day long. Luckily we got lucky because John had a jacket in the back of his closet that fit Caleb, but we still had to get pants. And oh my God, this kid trying on pants forever.
Pants.
A belt, a button-up shirt, a tie, shoes, socks, and a haircut. And then, fucking asshole, I'm like, "Okay, where do you want to go?" I'm like, "I'm hungry. I need to eat. Where do you want to go eat?" And he's like, "Wood Ranch or Red Robin?" I'm like, "I don't care. Where do you want to go, Caleb?" And he's like, "So you remember that whore coin I got him? The sex worker coin?" He pulls that out of his wallet and he's like, "Pick a side." So we ended up at Wood Ranch, right? Whatever.
He keeps the old Bravo coin in as well. He's like, "It might come in handy."
He says he makes all of his decisions with this sex worker coin.
One day he's gonna be like walking down the street and he's gonna be like, "Well, it takes my coin. It says my coin's accepted here. Let me flip it. Heads I go in, tails I don't."
Heads.
Heads. Oh, I fell. Oh, I meant heads again. Oh,
heads.
That was a screw up. Let me flip that again.
It's always heads. So, heads for head. So, we go to Wood Ranch. And this fucking kid. She goes, "Oh, would you like bread?" Because they bring out bread. And we go, "Yes." So I put a piece of bread on my plate and I go, "I have to pee." So I left and I came back and the other 2 rolls were gone. And I'm like, "Huh." And Caleb's like, "I asked for more rolls." And I'm like, "Cool." So then she comes back with another 3 rolls. And I look down to do something. I come back and there's only 1 roll left and it's the tiniest little roll. And I left
you roll.
I'm like, "You couldn't even have left me like the bigger one?" And he's all, "I left you one." And then while I'm eating, he got a piece of tri-tip that, I'm not kidding, was the size of my forearm and mac and cheese. Devoured it. And then I'm still eating my salad and he goes, "Can we get another thing of bread?" And I was like, "Oh, cool." I look down, I'm eating my salad. He ate all 3 of them. And I'm all, "You just ate a whole fucking loaf of bread, child." And he's like, "Oh, I was hungry." So then, that was my Tuesday, and that was my Thursday, getting Caleb ready for prom. And then Wednesday, I pick up Brody Odie from school, and he goes, Mom, they canceled science camp. Mind you, we are going to Vegas the first week of May for John's 50th birthday.
Because Brody was going to science camp. It was perfect timing.
It was perfect timing. So I'm like, I'm sorry, what? So I call, and they're like, well, we don't really know what's happening yet. And I'm like, well, you need to find out, please. I have hotel ticket. I have hotels. I have plane tickets. We have rental car reservation.
Right.
Like, we have shit to do.
What in the fuck, yeah.
So she calls me back, and she's like, okay, here's the thing. Because of all the snow, a lot of the counselors quit, and they don't have enough people to run the camp. And I'm like, and you're just finding this out 2 weeks before? Fucking 2 weeks before you're going to give us notice to this, and you're not even telling us yet?
It's like the bus situation all over.
Right. So then she goes, well, we're either going to cancel the full camp, and you can get your $450 back, or you can donate it to the school. And I'm all, uh-huh. And she goes, or we're going to change the dates, and instead of 5 days, it's going to go to 3, and you can either get $150 return, or you can donate it to the school.
I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Oh, yeah, we're getting the return.
Oh, no, I'm going to go out on a limb, though, and say the whole thing gets canceled before it happens.
I don't know.
I don't think it's going to happen.
But here's the thing, too. So they shortened it from 5 days to 3 days. Okay. They moved it for the week after. Why couldn't they have left it in the same week, but just shortened it 2 days?
Because they don't have enough people to work there? Hold on. I promise we're going to go to Home Depot. We're going to pick up 4 more people to work for us. Don't worry. We'll vet them out. It's okay. We'll make sure they're okay.
We'll vet them.
Joy, Eileen.
I know. You said Home Depot
Jesus,
first.
I was just...
You said Jesus first.
I did not. I never referenced any sort of race whatsoever.
You just said Jesus.
Well, that was a Hebrew dude in fucking the Middle East somewhere.
It's all right. I've had sex with a lot of Hispanic and Mexican people in my life.
Well,
it's
yeah,
okay.
because that's what Madeira was.
Yeah. So...
There's like...
And I married a white guy.
Well...
Which is so weird because, like, okay, when I first got with Don, a piece of shit, when I met his grandma, Don was the first white guy I ever met or dated. So
and
when
you're like, Jesus, you got a bad taste on white men because they just beat your ass. What a fucking piece of crap.
I went to his grandma's house. There was no food in the kitchen. She didn't offer to make me... Now, mind you, I have dated all Hispanic men, and their little Mexican grandmas loved me. I watched Telemundo with all of their grandmas. I had no idea what was going on, and they'd be all, that's a bad man. And I'm like, okay, grandma. And but they always had food, and they were always trying to feed me. Like, they call me mija. Like, they loved me. So when I go into his, like, white grandma's house, I'm all, where's the tacos? He's like, what? And I'm all,
this is Texas, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. And I'm all...
We do Tex-Mex around here.
And I'm all... Why is your grandma not being nice to me? Like, why... It was such a culture shock.
She can smell the brown on you.
I'm like, what is going on right now? I want a Mexican grandma back. Like, they're just so perfect. I had one hit
then
me
you
with...
got the second white guy.
Okay, but your grandma, I love. She was the best. Farley is crying right now.
He's a douche.
So, yeah. So, where did that even come from?
I don't know.
Prom shopping, by the way. We walk into Marshall's, and I'm all, oh my God. And you know how that part in Santa Clarita always smells like shit.
Ass.
And I'm like, oh my God, it smells like sewage in here. And I'm like, well, at first I go, Caleb, did you fart? And he's like, no. And I'm like, so I start going off. I'm like, oh my God, it smells like sewage in here. It's so bad, blah, blah, blah. And then finally Caleb goes, Mom, it was me. Stop it.
Oh my God. He's like, please stop. It was me. He should have just admitted it in the first place. You could have wandered off.
I wouldn't have said anything, but I was like, it stinks out of here. And he was like, Mom, it was me.
You're all, Santa Clarita smells. It always smells up in this store. It smells like shit over in this area. No, it's just just your son.
Just
lady.
my kid, just like fucking Tyler when I took him on the plane.
You get off, you're telling me, I don't know what happened. Somebody kept shitting their pants. It was the worst thing.
I was like...
You're like, legitimately, you were like, I'm embarrassed for whoever was doing that. All the people around had to deal with that.
I wish them death.
As you were telling me that, I look over at our then, 12-year-old son?
Yeah.
Our 12-year-old son
11,
at that time.
12, yeah.
And I look at him and I go, is that you? He goes, yeah. And I go, oh my God, dude, you cannot fart on airplanes.
Little airplane.
I go, but you can't fart on airplanes. Airplanes are not fartable. You're not supposed to fart on an airplane. You hold it. But let me tell you, when I get off an airplane, don't walk behind me because I am firing some shit.
Well, that's good to know because we're going on an airplane.
Oh, I do. When I get off, I pop off.
But, John, it was a tiny airplane, and I hated that like, to the depths of my soul, I hated him. And
like
to find out that it was my fucking kid, I'm all, oh.
That's fantastic.
And then, okay, so Caleb also wanted me to do his eyeliner. Now, mind you, I don't really do... Don't look at my notes. John, you cheater.
Look at your notes.
No.
They're not nopes.
So, anyway, he was like, Mom, I want you to do my eyeliner. And I'm like, okay. But I don't really do makeup well. Thank you. I don't really do makeup well, so I had to, like, YouTube... First of all, I text your dad and I said, I've never felt your absence more than trying to learn how to tie a tie off of YouTube because you're not here to do it for me. Because your dad's always tied all of the kids' ties.
And mine.
Yeah, like, but I did it. And then he wrote me back and he's all, but you did it and I'm proud of you. And I'm all, I still fucking miss you. But, so Caleb's like, Mom, I want you to do my eyeliner. So I had to, like, Google how to do winged eyeliner because I didn't know. So I watched like 1,000 YouTube videos and we're doing it and we're practicing and he's getting annoyed by me because I'm getting it wrong. And I'm like, dude, this is beauty. Beauty is paying. Fucking, this is how we have to do it. But anyway.
Some of us just naturally fucking beauty.
Yeah, you are. Okay, but Caleb, his face is gorgeous, man. He's got the jawline and the cheekbone. So anyway.
And the attitude.
So anyway, I did his makeup and he looked fat. He really did look good. And I did get some shit from some people.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Which, whatever.
Who?
Whatever. I'm not going to say.
Because it's family.
But I'm not going to say. But I am going to say. Cassandra wrote me. And she goes, oh my God. I saw that you put makeup on your son. You are such a good mom. It is so hard for people to be nice to us, and I love that you and John are just the nicest, most open people. You don't know how much that is going to mean to your son when he's older. And it, like, it was all, oh, fuck, I am a good mom. Like, it made me feel really good.
You can't open people's closed minds.
No, and I don't want to, whatever, but I'm also going to protect my fucking kid, too. Like... You know, if you don't like it, fuck you. But also, Johnny Depp fucking wore eyeliner in Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, just tell him Caleb's a pirate.
Well, if they're anywhere near my age, they probably listen to music I listened to early days at the big hair bands, and they all wore makeup, so suck it. And you probably would have sucked their dicks.
And all
just
actors, newscasters, and you think, okay, I'm not getting political. This is not a political thing, but do you really, truly think that is Trump's natural color? Lord almighty, no. No. And not political, I don't care.
You're just talking about actual, like,
I'm talking about his color. That's not his natural color.
The spray tan color.
Yes. So anyways, Cassandra, it just meant a lot to me that she was like, you're doing a good job, and it's really, people still don't understand, and the fact that you're supporting him and just letting him do his journey is just, and it just made me feel really good. So I wanted to tell you too, because obviously, like, we're fucking good parents. Boom.
Sometimes.
And, oh my God, so when we went to go get Caleb's and Brody's haircut, we went to my niece's house, Selena, who's fucking amazing. She's doing my hair next Thursday. And, her cat was in heat. And that poor thing was rubbing on everything. Oh, I felt so... Celine was
go
like...
give that thing some dick.
She goes, I feel so bad. We gotta get him fixed.
Go get some pussy dick.
But she's like, we can't get it fixed until after it's out of heat. And I'm like, I was telling the cat, I'm all, if I had a cat dick, I'd give it to you. I'm so sorry. It knocked things off the thing. It was just...
If you let it outside, it'd be pregnant.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, poor pussy cat. I felt so bad.
And speaking of that, how about the puppies? So somebody at Ralph's went old school and had a litter of puppies they were trying to get rid of and to rehome, as you want to say, but they were just looking for good homes. It was somebody who worked at a local supermarket, and they didn't know and they were Malamute, husky Malamutes, I think, or something like that. And Joy showed the picture. She's like, "Oh my God, please take me to." She actually went, "Hey, we need to go to Ralph's." I said, "I'm sorry?" She goes, "Yeah, don't ask questions. Just, I need to go." I said, "Okay, I got to ask a question." And you said, "But I told you not to ask." I go, I need to know what I'm going for." And she goes, "This." And she flipped around a picture of the puppies all there. And so I was like, "No, we have 3 dogs and a gigantic puppy."
No. You said, "Get in the car, let's fucking go right now." And I said, "You have to be the voice of reason because I am not right now." And you go, "Well, fucking go right now." And I was like, oh.
I just like putting the pressure on.
It hurt so bad. Like, oh.
So then I teased her for a while, and then we did not go.
We didn't. We didn't get a puppy.
Because we didn't need it. Anyway. So
if we weren't going to Vegas in 2 weeks, we would have had a puppy.
So the next day, I pick up Uncle Jamie down the street from us, about a quarter mile or so, and we played disc golf on the weekends. And we start driving, and he goes, "So I was jamming yesterday on my instruments, and one of the girls walked in, and it was a FaceTime from Anna. I didn't even know her and the baby were gone." He goes, "I honestly had no idea they had left. Last time I saw them, they were in the house." He goes, "So she FaceTimes me and says, 'Look,' and she's in front of Ralph's staring at the puppies, and she goes, 'Look at these puppies.' And I looked at him and I go, 'You got a puppy.' He goes, 'I got a puppy.'"
Okay, but tell him the best part.
Yeah, he goes, and it's in front of the Ralph's grocery store, and he named the puppy Ralph.
Yay!
So named after the store they picked him up from, Ralph's. So he's this giant little baby black thing, and he just had a kid, so now he's got this baby and a baby, and he's gonna be out of control.
That's what we did. We got Delilah and had Brody.
I know, and look at we're dumb.
Oh my God! I need to go meet that damn puppy, and I need to hold that baby again.
So
I'm like, puppy baby, puppy baby.
Ha 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 ha. Funny story.
Let's see. I only have 2 more left. So the people that I love, that they're family, they're Steve and Judy. They orphaned me and moved to San Diego.
Oh yeah, they went skydiving.
No, they went bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping.
And they're having the fucking time of their lives, and I love them. Like, I truly love them. So then they're in, I don't know where they were at.
Country.
Yeah, they're overseas.
Yeah, they're in like Bora Bora type shit, huh?
No, they're like went to like.
Anyway, they went a long way.
New Zealand. Right. Yeah, so, and then I think they're going to Australia. They're going somewhere right now. Anyway, so he sends me a flyer, and it's a comedy flyer, and he's like, "I miss you. This made me think of you, and I love you." And I was like, "Oh my God, I love you too!" And so we're going to have to make a trip down to San Diego to see them again, because I love them. And then the last thing I have is Brody, and every fucking kid, this is going to become a bit at some point, every fucking kid, they're always like, "Mom, look, Mom, look, Mom, look. And I go, that is all moms do. All day long, Brody is look. That's all I do is look. I look. Mom, look. And he was dying laughing. And then he's like, "I don't always say that." And I'm like, "Dude, Brody, between you, Caleb, and Tyler, it's always like, look. Look at my phone. Look at this. Look at that." So then he's like, "Oh," and I thought it was hilarious. I actually wrote the note down. And then not like half a minute later, Brody goes, "Hey, Mom, look." And I go, "Look, Mom, look. And he's all, "Oh, that is a mom's only job is to look." And I go, "Yes, it is.
Yep. Just deal with it.
That's my notes. That's all my notes.
We did it.
We were supposed to do a short show today.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it. We
It
did
was
it.
entertaining, though.
It was entertaining.
It was a good show.
It's because you had
ones we
notes.
in a while.
Oh, well, I'm so glad you approved.
Thanks.
Thanks, John.
I appreciate you coming.
Thank you. Now I gotta go do all of this with my pretty pinked up computer.
It looks pretty.
It does look pretty. You gonna put tape on me? You gonna pink tape me?
Maybe.
All right. Lick clit surprise.
Could happen that way.
I'm gonna insert something in John in Vegas.
You're not.
I am.
You're not inserting anything.
We've been together 18 years and you've never let me insert something inside of you.
Good day.
It's gonna happen.
Good day.
Good day.
Joy Cosby.